Today in this video we will be working on a break to new Camptown Races. First, let's get in tune to G, standard banjo tuning, 4th string first. 1st string, D as well. 3rd string, G. 5th string, G. And the final string, B. Time for the break. I'll play it through at normal tempo, and then we'll work through the A part and B part, as is done in all my other videos. So here we go on New Camptown Races. And slower. That's basically, in a nutshell, the way it is. There are certain similarities with this break to things done in the Temperance Reel video, which you will find in my, I think it's my vlog about banjo instruction. It should be on my user page on YouTube. You'll go to the right side of the page and you'll see playlist or a vlog. It's either a playlist or a vlog, I don't remember exactly. And you'll find the playlist there, and you'll be able to see that there's that similar 2 to 4 slide on the 4th string. Of course, we went. That was that, but then in new Camptown Races, you go up to a hammer-on like this. So you go slide, slide, hammer-on, slide. I decided to change it up and go to the D note instead of the B note, so mine ended up like this. So you go to that hammer-on. It kind of leads there, because after you get out of that forward-backward roll, hey, there we go. You go on the you end on the 1st string, because you're playing a forward-backward roll right there, and it leads right into the C chord perfectly, the little melodic lick. Of course, on the larger fret positions, I choose to fret the 2nd string with my ring finger. As you could see when I played it up to speed, I had a little bit of trouble remembering to go there. I know a lot of people would come off that and they just jump from 3rd to 2nd string there like that. But it kind of gives, if you play it really fast, you won't notice that there's a little staccato damp that you have to do to lift off the 3rd string to travel and get to the 2nd string. And that's why I use this finger, because you can reach under and do that, like that, and get the whole position. Kind of like what Sonny Osborne did with the slides on Dandelion. Like that. Squeeze them all into one position. But, this room was playing havoc with my tuning. But anyway, so we got that forward-backward roll on the 4th string. It's a square roll. That really is kind of like pick-along. So kind of remember that. It's also kind of like shortening bread. So just kind of keep those similar tunes in mind when you're doing this, coming off the C lick. So you begin with that pinch on the 2nd string, 2nd fret, 1st string, pinch. And don't do a square roll there, as I just did, because that kind of runs you into treble on the 1st string. You end up double fingering it, and you don't want to do that in this situation. So you've got 1 pinch, forward roll, 1 pinch, forward roll, and that 2nd forward roll leads you into the A chord, which you keep sliding. You kind of, when I'm doing it, I kind of slide from, as you probably saw, 2 to 3 or 4, and then I kind of begin where I left off at 4, and I go up to 6. Of course, the Foggy Mountain hammer-on there stands for the D chord. And then you play the same thing again. Same pinches, 1 pinch, forward roll, and then a 2nd forward roll after that one instead of going into the A chord. And of course then you would reprise that and play the entire A section over again. The B section begins on E minor, and I'm picking 1, 1, 2, and 4. So to recap the A section, or the B section, excuse me, again, you're pinching on the first, fourth, and second strings. Now I play that with the second fret on the second string, and I leave the first string actually open to get a dissonance there. I kind of like that modal sound. I've seen most people, when they come to this A chord area, fret both of them. So they would come off the E minor run. And what I did there, you saw I lifted off the second string there for a minute, so I could have time to slide up there. So I'll do that again off the E minor. I did forgot the pinch on the 4. That B note just prior to the slide. Remember to lift your finger off the second fret of the second string prior to sliding, because obviously you can't use your index finger to slide up there. You know, how are you going to fret that? It's good for the F position, but not for the D position, but not for the F position chord. So playing off the E minor again, I'll do it even slower this time. Like that. Let's see if I can get better camera angle here. Like that. That's how you do that section. And again, coming off the A chord, doing just a bunch of forward-backward roll. Walk down, that's the first string, and then second string, second fret, second string, first fret, which allows you to slide again into a reprise of the part of the A section. Now, going back to some of the things that I've kind of worked up for this break, for this video, I think something that might stump you a little bit is this E minor run that opens the B part so nicely. Most people would do like that. I kind of wanted to kind of use those notes from the E minor scale. And it kind of works. So you're pinching on 4, 2, and 1. In there. That's kind of what it is, and all you're doing really is holding your ring and middle finger through 2, 4, and 5 and just allowing them to slide back. It's really all you're doing. So it's a nice variation, but it's not too difficult to do, and that's kind of like what I like doing. I like, take a minute to kind of monologue here. I really like coming up with stuff that isn't too tricky, but that, you know, gives a good sound. And it's also a deviation from what is kind of typically done on the song, or at least what I've heard is typically done on the song. Because to me, obviously, I'm not bashing doing hard stuff. Obviously, you know, the single string stuff and the melodic stuff is really you really got to work on some of that just to, you know, experience and familiarize yourself as a good player. But, you know, when you're in jam situations, sometimes being practical is good too, and coming up with stuff that doesn't take a lot of wood to make a fire with, but still sounds good, you know. And that kind of stuff, coming up with nice little tidbits like that. And just choosing dissonances or certain things, it not only opens and makes things maybe a little bit easier, but it also defines you as a player too. It makes you who you are, I think, and that's kind of like what I like doing, is working stuff up that I might be able to come up with on the fly of the moment, on the spur of the moment, excuse me, at jams and stuff. But back to the tune, that melodic break, I'll probably be getting some questions from y'all on that, so I'll show that looking on the interior of the hand here. In fact, why don't I just play the whole tune with this camera angle like this, so you can kind of see on the inside of my hand what's going on. Starting with the A section. And other than that, that is about new Camptown Races in a nutshell. If you have any questions, feel free to comment at the bottom of the video here, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can with answers as best I can. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.